Okay, so today's What the Fuck Marine is going to be a little different. A couple days ago, probably a week, I subscribed to this guy named 8thoughts. He's a pretty good YouTuber. He talks about Call of Duty and many other topics. And a day or two ago, he uploaded a video about Boogie2988. If you don't know Boogie, he's a famous YouTuber. He's more heavy set. He has mental problems, you know, just like me. And he tweeted out something that 8thoughts didn't agree with. When I saw this video I recommended, I decided to watch it because I like Boogie. I like 8thoughts, you know. I want to see what he wanted to say. So today, we're going to re-watch this and see what 8thoughts have to say. So let's just get into it.
A video up on YouTube. It was, ranking the Call of Duties from worst to best or best to worst, and it was up for 10 minutes, and I took it down. And I'm sorry for those of you who wanted to watch that, but I had to get this off my chest right now. I wanted to make this video because I'm pissed off, man. This Boogie298 guy, and this is important too, rather. This is way more important than ranking Call of Duty videos. This is like real life. It's going to help people because Boogie2988 is an absolute and utter moron. And the guy has a huge following, has tons of people that listen to him, and the advice he gives on this important and
Alright, let's stop it right there. So before he even gets into the advice that Boogie gives, he's already calling him a fucking moron and stuff. Before even delving into what Boogie has said. I find this be out of line. You know, maybe his opinion is really bad. So let's get further into it.
Anxiety issue, problem, and depression that he gives out to people is horrible advice. No one should follow what he says, and he's leading people down the wrong path. And the guy, it pisses me right off. Okay, it pisses me right off. This guy is the biggest idiot. I goddamn know. And I'm tired. He says shit all the time. He says the dumbest stuff all the time. He tweets out the most dumb stuff I've ever heard in my damn life. And it's just this one is bad because it'll have a negative effect on people. So let me just show you what I'm talking about. So this idiot here, all right, Boogie2988, basically talking about big deal, big surprise, talking about depression, anxiety.
Yeah,
he's the biggest self-loather on the freaking internet.
Yeah, that's not true.
Anxiety here again. Like, so to summarize, if you are a fellow sufferer from anxiety, here's my advice: get therapy, get medicated, get exposure therapy, invest in the fake it till you make it philosophy. Your therapist agrees. If you're struggling, I'm rooting for you. You got this. Love you.
Alright, so get therapy, get medicated, get exposure therapy. I don't even know what exposure therapy is. Invest in fake it till you make it philosophy. So far, I already don't agree with Boogie on this. Therapy is only something that if you really need it, go ahead and get it. Get medicated. You know, I've been medicated my entire life, so I don't know how others should go about getting medicated if they need it or not. I don't know how they evaluate that. Get exposure therapy again. I don't know what that is. Invest in the fake it till you make it. That's just wrong. I don't want to put on an act the entire time. So far, other than completely bashing Boogie and calling him a fucking moron and an idiot, whatever, I agree with 8thoughts on this. You know, I think this is bad advice. It's not really good at all. So let's see what he has to say further on.
Okay, sure. You know what? Let's just, first of all, let me take it down the notch here because I'm pissed off. But I'm going to take it down a bit and give him the benefit of that he at least is thinking what he's doing is like, he's trying to help somebody. He's trying to be positive, trying to, trying to just, I guess, give people advice. But the point is, it's completely and utterly irresponsible because this guy has, like I said, I don't know, how many followers does this dumb guy have? He has 700,000 followers, millions of subscribers, hundreds of thousands of views, millions and millions and zillions of views, actually. And, like, you just can't be throwing this shit out here, dude. You can't just be saying this stuff. Like, first of all, you have no education, no university. I know it worked for you, right? Like, honestly, you're huge, you're fat, you have horrible health problems, horrible mental health problems, and, like, you should not be giving this advice. So, honestly, as somebody who has suffered with anxiety and depression before as well, who actually has gone to university, who has, has some kind of, I guess, history, would one say, in, schooling and university when it comes to mental health issues. Anyway, the point is that here is my advice, okay? Let me just get this out here, because do not listen to this guy. He, just because he has a bunch of subscribers doesn't equate him to be some kind of words of wisdom, okay? So please, by God, don't listen to these moron YouTubers out here, present company included. But I'm telling you right now, this information I'm going to hit you with really is something you should listen to. Your advice is horrible, Boogie. Here's my advice. Make sure you're eating healthy. Make sure you're avoiding caffeine and alcohol and drugs. Make sure you're exercising regularly. If you do all of those and don't feel better after 2 months, then see a therapist. Not first thing, get a therapy. Okay, fine. Get some therapy too at the same time. But honestly, you don't need to, because especially in America and our country, you're going to pay a lot of money to see a therapist.
Let's go back a little bit. Make sure, I feel all this advice that 8thoughts gives is more physical. I don't see how eating healthy and stuff will, help my mental health. But again, like he said, he's been to university and he's actually been learning about this mental health stuff, supposedly. I don't know how true this is, but I'm going to take his word on it. So if doing these things really help your mental health, then do them, I guess. I really don't see, I don't see anything like backing that stuff up. There's no sources or anything. But it's just advice, so I guess you don't really need it.
Because especially in America and our countries, you're going to have to pay a ton of money to see a therapist, and you're going to have to wait a while to see one, unless you're like, suicidal. Then you should check yourself into a hospital. If you're really actually 110% going to smoke yourself, then don't listen to any of this crap, anything I'm saying. Get yourself to a hospital, because trust me, it ain't worth it, and your mind will change. You may feel like doing it now, but I'm telling you, if you try to do it, you're going to regret it. If you trust me, it's a huge regret mistake. Don't get into it. But this guy's first thing: get therapy, get medicated. Get medicated. That's your first thing. Get medicated, get exposure therapy. Medicated is like only for the 10% of the population. Like if you're like on the freaking ground, incapable of coping, needing like serious medical attention, you just cannot do anything in your life, maybe medication will work. But
all right, let's see this. 1 in 10 adults in the United States struggles with depression, and antidepressant medications are a very common way to treat the condition. However, pills aren't the only solution. Research shows that exercise is also effective treatment. For some people, it works as well as antidepressants. Although exercise isn't enough for someone with severe depression, says Dr. Michael Craig Miller, assistant professor psychiatric at Harvard medical schools. Okay, so he has a source here, so maybe this whole exercise stuff works for him. Most people don't exercise. Like for Boogie, I'm pretty sure he tries to exercise every once in a while, but again, it just doesn't work for him for how heavy set he is. It takes a lot of effort for him. Let's continue. Let's see what the rest of this video has to offer.
After study, that if you eat healthy, if you avoid caffeine and alcohol and drugs, if you are exercising regularly, if you're getting good sleep, 90% of the time it may not cure. I mean, nothing is absolute in this world, but it will 110% have a much bigger positive impact on your life than this idiot right here. Go therapy. Okay, therapy, cool. I mean, like some people, aren't capable of figuring themselves out and need help from an actual licensed therapist, psychiatrist, counselor, doctor, something, right? Even talking to a friend about your problems and stuff can make you feel, unloading that on somebody. So therapy, out of this whole list, I'm gonna give that a pass, but it's not necessarily really necessary. But get medicated. Like this, is this guy working for the pharmaceutical company? That's your advice? Just start taking drugs, because I'm sorry, Boogie, you know what? You're a fat, really big fat guy, and you obviously have mental health problems. But at the same time, if you're super fat, you're never going to feel good. If you're obese, and like I said, you had the surgery done and whatnot, because you're incapable of losing the weight on your own because of whatever issues you let yourself go to the point where it's like beyond the hope of return, and so the brink of return. So you had to get the surgery, and you're looking good. You got your teeth done and stuff. Like, I'm not trying to hate on this dude right here, but I am pissed off.
Okay, this is what I really want to talk about. I'm trying not to hate on this dude, he says. But in the thumbnail, he has Boogie's picture with the subtitle "idiot" on it. He's calling him a moron the entire time. The simple thing he could have done is like, Boogie, I don't agree with you, dude. These things I believe are wrong, blah, 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 blah. and here's my thoughts on it. But the entire time, he's bashing him. If you really believe that you're not wanting to, say you're putting hate on this guy, why are you literally putting hate on this guy, putting all this negative vocabulary on him? Like, I don't understand what you're trying to convey, even though you're doing the exact opposite of what you're trying to say, that you're not putting hate on him.
Because this guy just spouts this bull on a regular basis without any kind of, like, the guy, like, it isn't going to take a rocket scientist to figure out that Boogie isn't a rocket scientist. Like, he ain't exactly, like, one would say highly educated, highly intelligent, it's just really, really irresponsible to be going online and throwing this shit out there, man. And I'm pissed off. I'm just pissed off, and I'm sorry. I took the other video down because this is more important. I just want to throw it up. And I wanted to make sure that people saw this because, dude, honestly, listen to me. I'm telling you right now, 90% of people suffering from anxiety and depression stuff aren't and do not need drugs, antipsychotic medication. They don't need huge mind-altering drugs. You don't need to be on freaking benzos. You don't need to be on those kind of drugs. I mean, like, and if you are, it may be for a very, very, very short time to help you get jump-started in order to do these things. But most of us don't need it. And I'm telling you right here and right now, his advice is absolutely horrible. It's like telling a little kid to play with a loaded gun. It's dumb.
No, saying a kid playing with a loaded gun has the potential of death. Getting medicated and stuff, it may be bad advice. I don't think it's going to lead to death.
So just make sure you're eating healthy. Make sure you're avoiding caffeine and drugs. And just exercise regularly. And I almost could guarantee you that you will feel copious amounts better. And at the same time, if you're having other issues in your life that you're just not dealing with, see a therapist as well. Get medicated. Do exposure therapy. Like, you're not even a psychologist and you're giving out freaking advice like how exposure therapy. Invest in the fake it till you make it flat. Like, talk about the most... sorry, this pisses me off. Anyways, I hope you enjoyed the video. I'm just going to let it rip, man. I'm going to upload this. I'm sorry I took that one down. I had to upload this video over that because, Call of Duty can kiss my ass compared to actually helping people out with mental health problems. Really, honestly, a little more important, a little more poignant, and whatever. And thanks for watching the video. You got my message. You got my point. If you're new here, listen, this is how we roll. Thanks for watching. You'll be cool. And I'll see you on the next video. Take care, everybody.
So that wasn't a bad video. It wasn't. And, you're probably wondering why am I even covering it at this point if I agree with 8thoughts. Yeah, I have my gripes about him just completely calling Boogie an idiot. And, you're probably wondering why I'm doing this. So, kind of went on the deep end with the whole idea Boogie like that, I don't even understand the whole idea of bashing someone to get your point across. Yeah, so we are going to go to Twitter real quick and show basically the debacle that happened afterwards. Again, I went on the deep end. I became a dick rider. I was wrong. And I guess I got what I deserved, kind of. But I don't feel like it was necessary. But what do I mean? I'll show you in just a freaking second, dude. Okay, so this is my Twitter, we're gonna go to 8thoughts real quick. And see, what he tweeted about Boogie. So it all started when he tweeted out, sorry, I took the video down, something just happened, I must upload it right now. Like he said, he uploaded the every Call of Duty ranked from best to worst. And he said he left it up for 10 minutes. And he took it down. I don't understand why he could have kept it up and then uploaded, the video about Boogie. I don't understand why he took it down, but it's up to him. It's really up to him. So then he tweeted, about to tear Boogie and asshole so big you could fit his watermelon head up it. Stand by for video. I'm heated. Okay, so it seems like he's gonna try to expose Boogie from this point. If we scroll up a bit, here you go, important video. I think anyone with mental health problems should watch this, and even if you don't, it's still important to watch. Boogie gives out horrible, dangerous advice for anxiety and depression. So again, like the thumbnail, it has Boogie's face and it says idiot on it. So before you even watch the video, it's already bashing him. So let's scroll up a bit. Okay, so we have two photos here. We have a comment from Boogie on his video. It says, dude, I love you, but what on this planet is recommended therapy and medication prescribed by your doctor bad advice? You are insane if you think that is bad advice. Sincerely. Not really what you said in your tweet, but like I said in the video, your intentions are good. Okay, so let's go to the next one. And Boogie blocks him. I don't see why Boogie blocked him. And then 8thoughts said, you love me at the same time, yet you blocked me because I exposed your bullshit. There's not bullshit going on in this entire debacle. It's just bad advice. Dude, you're so full of shit about so much more than this, and one of the fakest manipulating people on this site. Going to be fun getting on you, bud. I needed a target to expose. I don't understand what's going on here. Okay. Speaking of haters, Keemstar stopped me from being on a baited podcast. I don't know what that is. Listen, Boogie, you are a fucking liar. You're stupid. Fans don't see through your bullshit. You block me, but still lie about what I said in my video. I never said I don't see a doctor. And if you really care about people, you'd be honest, but you play the victim for sympathy and views. So let's see what this is. Nah, he isn't wrong. Diet and exercise does play a role. Don't let it substitute seeing the medical profession. The only problem I have with his advice is saying you don't need to see a doctor. Again, 8thoughts didn't say that. I don't see that came from. So scroll up here. Okay, it says, remember to comment by Boogie. I pinned it on my video of exposing his stupid advice. He was getting destroyed, so he erased it. Dude is a class act dipshit. Okay, I understand, you know. Then he tweeted out the ranking of every Call of Duty from best to worst again. And oh look, who the fuck is this kid? Who the fuck is that? I'm not going to bother acknowledging people anymore. This is the face of the types I'm dealing with. It's embarrassing for me to interact with them. Yikes, dude. And that's basically the end of it. But let's go to my profile where I tweeted out what happened before he put out that tweet. I tweeted this out half an hour ago, and basically I said, sorry thoughts, you are the scum of the earth. This whole video didn't need to exist. I don't see this as spewing hate. Now this was my mistake. You know, 8thoughts is not scum of the earth. He's not. I was just heated at the moment, and you know, granted, 8thoughts was heated too, so maybe he didn't really mean the stuff that he said, but he's really backing it up by just keep saying the same shit in his Twitter. I was wrong. I called him scum. I apologize. You know, the whole video didn't need to exist. Not really. I just didn't think the whole bashing thing needed to exist. I see this as spewing hate, only the bashing part. And he's like shaking my head. These people should be denied in internet access. My God, so sad. He doesn't even know me, dude. And then he deleted that tweet and he posted about me again without my ad, I guess, so I don't get any like attention, I guess. The comment section of this tweet is utter cancer. The simple disagreement want to be bashing nobody like me. Truthfully, I'm honored. And then you just got people, followers of 8thoughts, just fucking going in on me. Better watch out. The dude's a local rapper with a YouTube channel. Push him too far, he might release a diss track while streaming Kingdom Hearts and speaking about autism. Okay, so he's bashing me because of my autism, bashing me because of my fandom of Kingdom Hearts. He doesn't know me either. Looks like a guy who cried like a baby was seeing this teaser trailer for Star Wars. No, I saw the trailer. It didn't really impress me. Who the fuck is this guy? You know, I said literally nobody getting made fun of. That be me. Get a load of this faggot. You know, that's fucking awesome, dude. Fucking great. Don't lie, you owe this kid's mom child support. Not even close, dude. Kinda sad you're a grown adult and this is your response. Exactly, dude. Boomers didn't teach their kids right, and we lost all sense of religion. And then he just goes on with some bullshit that doesn't make any sense. Looks like he's stuck in 2007. And I said, I wish, take me back to the days when I was in elementary, boy. So basically, I tried to have fun with it as much as I could. That's it, dude. That's basically it. There's nothing more to it. Do I hate 8thoughts for like literally making fun of me in front of his like what 2,000 followers or something? No, I don't really care. I don't like being made fun of. It takes me back to like middle and high school, you know. I'm over that shit, you know. Being made fun of is the least of my concerns on the internet, you know. Usually when I've been made fun of on the internet, it becomes a meme, and I'm okay with it. So, it's whatever. It's whatever at this point. I don't really care. I just wanted to give my side of the story. You know, again, I was wrong for calling him scum. I was heated. He was heated. You know, I did the same thing he did. You know, just go off without any evidence or anything, you know. It's my mistake, his mistake. We can move on. You know, I still subscribe to 8thoughts. I didn't block him or anything. You know, I still like the dude. But whatever. It's what it is, you know? It's how it is. So I hope you mean Spartans enjoyed this What the Fuck Marine episode. Next time, I don't know what I'm gonna do. Hopefully we don't have any more problems with YouTubers. I really don't want to go into some shit with this. I don't want this to continue, really. It's in the past. So I see you, Marines and Spartans, on the next mission. Marineman out. Bye bye.